Huat how are you feeling? I feel very pressured. Huh? Why are you so pressured? Wow, they press me very hard. Hi everyone, today we are making onigiri, Singapore style. These Japanese rice balls are a popular and convenient snack, but today I'm giving it a local twist inspired by Chai Tau Kueh. The most important ingredient is of course the rice. And we need a rice that is sticky enough to bind as a nice rice ball, and USA Calrose rice is perfect for this. It is a medium grain rice that is developed in California and prized for its subtle sweetness and texture. The US farmers use technology to reduce water usage, so it's environmentally friendly and perfect for sustainable cooking. And there are many applications for this rice. I've used this rice to make fried rice, to make risotto, clay pot rice. So it's a very good rice to have in your pantry. Today we are using Okome brand Calrose rice. These are readily available in your supermarket or online. When you're looking for Calrose rice, make sure you get the one that's farmed in the USA, okay? You can see from the label. We are cooking 2 cups of rice. For everyday rice, I'll use 1.2 cup of water to 1 cup of rice. But for this onigiri, I just want it a little bit drier, so I'm using 1.1 to 1. When you put in the water, you see it all turns cloudy. This water you want to throw away. And you want to keep washing it and massaging it, changing the water maybe about 4 or 5 times until the water runs clear. The water is now nice and clear. So now what we're going to do is just strain it and leave it for 15 to 20 minutes for the water to absorb into the rice. So after 15 minutes, now we're going to add 1 cup, 2 cups, and a little bit more. If you have a rice cooker at home, of course, use your rice cooker to cook the rice. All you need to do now is to bring it to a boil, turn it to a gentle simmer, and then cook it for 15 minutes. Turn off the heat and leave for another 15 minutes. So now I'm going to show you how to make the Chai Poh filling. This is the same Chai Poh they put on top of the Chwee Kueh. Usually I like to make one batch, then I can use it to fry vegetables. You can also go and buy your own rice cake and then you can fry your own Chai Tau Kueh. It's also used for frying Chai Poh Onigiri, right? So very useful. Make one batch, keep it in a jar and put it in the fridge. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get 2 kinds of Chai Poh. A sweet Chai Poh and this is a salty one. So for the salty one, I like to wash them first because it can be a little bit too salty if you just use it like that. And then give it a rinse, maybe 2 or 3 times. Now I'm going to chop up some shallots and garlic. Finally, we've got some dried shrimp which I have soaked in some water. Start by heating up the pan and adding the oil. First thing to put in would be the shallots. So this is the key to frying a fragrant rempah, right? You do need quite a bit of oil. Just a pinch of salt. The salt will help to draw out the excess water. Saute the shallots. You can hear a lot of the bubbles, right? That means there's still a lot of water in the shallots. So we want to fry until the sound of the bubbles like diminishes. That means that all the water is already gone and your shallot has developed that nice flavor. The sound of the bubble is become very fine. So this is where we add the garlic. Okay, we want to fry until the garlic is just slightly toasty. The smell of raw garlic has disappeared. And you see that the edges of the garlic is starting to turn golden. And then we put in the dried shrimp. This is a sweet radish and we also have the salty one. You need a lot of oil, right? Because you need the oil to really coax out all the flavors. Even though I put in maybe half a cup to a cup of oil, this amount of Chai Poh is going to power many dishes. So the amount of oil you use is actually very little per dish. This is a age-old recipe. It's all the umami ingredients coming together to create a flavor explosion. Because this is a condiment, it needs to be a little bit more salty. So I'm going to add in a bit of soy sauce. Woo! It is really tasty. Chai Poh is one of those underrated ingredients. It's cheap, readily available. If you like it a little bit sweeter, you can always add in a little bit of sugar. Okay, the last one, sesame seed now, because the sesame seed will add another layer of nuttiness. So now our Chai Poh filling is done. If this was a Korean drama, my eyes will light up and I'll be dancing in the garden. It's just so good. So for traditional onigiri, what they use to wrap the rice ball is nori sheets. But for this recipe, because it's Chai Tau Kueh recipe, we're going to wrap it with a layer of egg. So I'm using 2 eggs. Potato starch is going to help to prevent the eggs from breaking too easily. Give it a bit of resilience. It also helps to slow down the cooking of the eggs. We're gonna add in a little bit of salt. The salt also helps the egg whites to break up nicely. So you're gonna make it until there are no more strands of white left. Lightly oil your pan. Okay, so you want to pour in the egg mixture and then you want to swirl the pan around so it forms a nice thin layer. The rice has been rested more than 15 minutes. In fact, because we are filming this, essential that it's still warm, then you can mold it nicely. We're going to use these onigiri molds because I find it easier. Fill half of the mold and make a little well inside. Okay, so all the oil is at the bottom, we take the stuff on top and fill up. And then we're going to just squeeze it. Isn't this a fun project? You can do it with your kids. Voila! Beautiful onigiri. Just gonna slice each sheet into half. Onigiri goes on top like that. And then fold it down as if he's wearing a kimono. Like sesame seed for eyes, for the mouth, I'm just using some chili powder. And you have yourself very cute onigiri. Okay, so it's time to try our Chai Poh Onigiri. You have to admit, it's a little bit too cute to eat, right? Wow, it's a classic taste, right? Rice, Chai Poh, egg. The Calrose rice is cooked perfectly. All the rice grains are individual, nice and chewy and moist at the same time. So I hope you enjoy this very fun recipe and hope that you will try making your own onigiri at home very soon. Remember to pick up a packet of USA Calrose rice. Okomi brand is widely available at all the supermarkets, also online. Until next time, happy eating and bye for now.